Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
The Undertaker's got an impressive history here in WWE, but you're only as good as your... He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's going to wish he spent this time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter. Each of these competitors is looking for this.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. These superstars are at the top. Here comes another one. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
You got to be careful when you're going up there.
What a cowardly move. You can't win. And here's the cover. Rey Mysterio never fails. This superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Here comes another competitor. Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match. The fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match. This is going to be big, one way or the other.
Here comes another superstar just to keep things interesting. I think these superstars...
There's the pin! Can his opponent kick out?
A lot of people think that Randy Orton's just an overhyped pretty boy, but I respect his accomplishments.
What, you mean like turning on the people who supported him and stabbing them in the back?
No, I mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history and having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade.
I'd have more respect for those achievements if Orton didn't earn them with such underhanded tactics. I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other. Another superstar is going to get in on the action.
He's climbing the turnbuckle.
There's the cover.
2.
And there's the pin.
2. 3.
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually,
on the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
I don't think anyone in this match, top rope moves, can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
I've been on the receiving end of a beating from Stone Cold, and let me tell you, I do not envy his opponent tonight.
Neither do I. Stone Cold isn't a man to let you off with a warning.
Man, what a match, kid.
Oh, my God. Look at this.
Stone Cold Stunner. That could seal the deal right there. He could get the pin right here.
3.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut. These superstars give everything they've got.
And
This could be 3 right here.
these superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
I think he's going to fly.
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Here's the pin.
2.
Rey Mysterio is so fast, so agile, and so talented, and he's proven that he's championship material.
Sure. He was the champ for what? A couple of weeks? He's going for the pin.
2.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight. Look at him, he's just radiating confidence, and he's got a lot to be confident about.
He looks a little overconfident to me. This could come back to bite him. Nice quick counter there. Orton's never...
He's got him covered.
2.
Man, this one's turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone...
He's going for the cover.
2. 3.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago. It doesn't look like Stone Cold's transition to Hollywood has softened him up any.
If anything, he looks even tougher than ever, and that's saying something. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this He's going for the pin! This could be it!
Half of the Undertaker style is about getting inside his opponent's head. If you can keep your cool in the ring with him, you got a chance.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man. You can't forget about that.
This is stupid. Why is he's 3 seconds away from victory? I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. He may get the 3 count right here.
His opponent might not have enough left to kick out. A lot of people think Rey Mysterio's really exciting to watch, but he just doesn't have the size nor the strength to compete at this level.
I think you're selling Mysterio short, no pun intended. Mysterio's developed a very unique style that makes the most of his natural speed and agility.
Sure, but if it comes down to Mysterio,
there's the cover. Can he do it?
3.
Randy Orton has it all. A great look, fantastic charisma, and 3 generations of experience in the business.
And not to mention an ego that won't quit. A lot of the superstars around here would love to take him down a peg. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
2.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. Here's your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia is the host for tonight's Extreme Championship Wrestling event. This promises to be a great one.
Even sitting next to a hoser like you can't bring me down tonight.
Nice to see you picking up some Canadian lingo, seeing as how you can't speak English. ECW is in the house tonight, and Vancouver is eagerly anticipating the action.
Man, this match,
Oh my God! That did some serious damage.
if you don't like it, look away. You wuss.
Now that was some serious impact.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seat.
Hope the fans know they're getting something special tonight.
They better. It's not every day you get to see them. Whoa, to see that? What a shot.
Talk about a difference maker. Very few superstars can recover from physical abuse like that. This capacity crowd is making... Oh my God, what a chair shot!
There isn't anything like the sound of steel meeting human skull.
He's using that object to talk about adding insult to injury, and these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the injury and less about the insult until this match is over.
I think it's time to bring out the heavy firepower. Oh my God, how can you hope to defend yourself against an object like that?
That's the nature of the beast, man. If it's not nailed down, someone's gonna take it and try to mash it in your head.
Oh man, I don't think that was ever meant to be used like that.
Creativity has its advantages. That would be a really good time to start wearing down a body part. I'd say go for the leg.
Sound like a manager. You ever considered that career path?
Nah, I'd be too tempted to jump in that ring and start choking people out.
Man, you just can't put anything on.
He's putting that weapon to good use here.
No doubt. As long as he's got that thing, he's in the driver's seat.
You're not going to last long.
Golly, his opponent sure looks at him.
Well, if he wasn't before, he is now. What a twist of fate. He's going for the pin.
Why?
He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
Talk about bringing that hammer down, but good. Oh, man. What a shot. That sledgehammer will mess you up for good.
How does someone even hope to come back after something like that? Oh, my God. What a sickening impact from that sledgehammer.
No kidding. That thing is meant to crush stone. Just imagine what it would do to a human body. Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I know physical punishment is part of the game, but I can't believe you're enjoying this so much. He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table.
Well, I guess it's better than being put through a table. Man, that's why foreign objects are a superstar's best friend.
Well, I guess that depends on which end of the object you're on. It looks like there's a beating of the minds going on in there right now. Get it? Beating.
Beating of the mind. I like that. In fact, consider that line stolen.
Hey, I'm throwing a flag for gimmick infringement.
Calm down. It's not like I shouted, "Oh my God!" Oh, that's really an innovative line. Or, "Can't fight, can't fight." Shut up. Oh man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are. And you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
His opponent might not have enough left to kick at this one. I'm not one to judge a match with stars, but this one is off the chain.
I agree, partner. These competitors are really giving it everything they've got tonight.
They sacrifice everything to get to this one match. That's some hardcore drama right there.
Sure is. That's what makes sports entertainment so compelling.
Well, that and having me on the mic.
Yeah, right. How could I forget that all-important aspect?
You know, instead of showboat to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head.
He wasted no time in going for that pin.
Man, I'm really swelling this guy's head.
The fans definitely love this superstar, partner, and
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fan. That's one fewer superstar in this match. Ken Kennedy's mouth seems to land him in hot water with alarming regularity.
Look who's talking, JR. How many times have you been fired now? 7, 8?
And every time I come back and sit next to you, King, I wonder why I bothered to return.
And if I had to put money on this match, JR, I'd say that Matt Hardy was headed for another beating.
How can you say that, King? Matt Hardy's a phenomenal superstar who's accomplished a great deal in his career. And
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out.
these superstars, that's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who could blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just full of Edge heads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching their favorite superstar.
Or maybe it's
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
boy.
My name is Finley, and I love to fight.
I have to say that pound for pound, he might be the most exciting superstar on the SmackDown roster.
That's an easy claim to make, JR. Mysterio only weighs about 90 pounds soaking wet with a brick in each pocket.
Will you stop it?
Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand.
Up and over and out. Eliminated. Quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself because all the same, these fans love confidence in their superstars. And that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match.
No matter how long Stone Cold Steve Austin is away from the squared circle, he's as popular as ever when he returns.
He's an absolute phenomenon. This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence comes superstars match.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitating. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Michael, he's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and he countered that and made it look easy. Step up,
I'm a raw man through and through, but I got a lot of respect for Tommy Dreamer.
How could you not? He's the very heart and soul of ECW.
You're talking about a man who's put his body through hell time and time again in order to... Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. He's all fired up now, King. And
he took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor. No chance!
So that's what you got.
He's as ruthless in the ring as he is in the boardroom. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
There he goes. He's out of the match. For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the daredevil antics of Jeff Hardy.
And you'd think that after all this time, Jeff might think about slowing down.
That seems highly unlikely to me. Jeff isn't one to let his fans down by giving less than 100.
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
Boy, well, this match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue over another shoulder. I don't think that's it, King.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put it...
Look at the confidence radiating off. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other.
Oh, my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these contenders, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But he's got the crowd and his opponent in the palms of his hands.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. insulting your opponent, that's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
And there's the elimination. A lot of blood.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
Talk about intimidating. Snitsky's got everything it takes to be a duck.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
This CM Punk might be young, but he's got more raw talent than superstars twice his age.
How many 20-year-old superstars do we have on the roster? Exactly.
Very few superstars have so completely dominated their opponents the way this young stud Lashley has done in his career thus far.
Yeah, but the problem with being the biggest guy around is that there's always somebody bigger waiting to take you down a peg. That's putting it mild. Piper's nuttier than a box of peanut brittle.
All due respect to Piper, I can see why you might think that, King. He's unpredictable, to say the least.
They just don't make him like Rowdy Roddy Piper anymore, JR. Sometimes I think that's a good thing. Sabu and all those other ECW superstars disgust me. They're not athletes, they're stuntmen.
Well, my tastes happen to run toward the traditional as well, but I have tremendous respect for Sabu.
You take one look at Bret Hart, and it's not hard to see why he's a WWE Hall of Famer.
I'll put it this way, old King of Memphis. If Bret Hart doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, nobody does.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their... Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district.
What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King. In my book,
Here's your winner, Bret Hart.
I'm Michael Cole. This is JB Allen. We welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get its face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, don't get high. He's just having a little fun here.
There's so much we don't know about the vicious Samoan bulldozer known as Umaga.
He's 6'4", 350 pounds. And he'd just as soon take, this is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side.
His opponent might not have enough left to kick out. That's not in the rule book, but it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, it's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match.
Oh, man, here's a classic move. Nothing fancy about it.
I think this match is setting new standards for brutality.
It's a war, that's for sure, and that cage is the ultimate weapon. The name of the game is beat down your opponent so they can't.
Look at this. This is exactly what makes a match like this so dangerous.
That's for sure.
He's got his opponent. Could this be?
Rock bottom, rock bottom. Did you see that? What a move.
I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena shot up real quick, but he hasn't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of superstars give Cena much of a problem. He's held his own against some of the most talented veterans on the roster.
I assume you're talking about me, right? Well, let me tell you something. When John Cena beat me for the WWE Championship, he's 3 seconds away from victory.
Kicked out just in the nick of time.
Uh-oh, somebody's about to hit bottom here.
What an
Oh, there goes the on the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. Ric Flair is a terrible example to every young superstar. The man, are you ready to get electrified?
Oh, I certainly am. It's the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. The people's elbow.
And that's a great way to use the cage as a weapon against your...
Look at this vicious assault. Grinding the face right into the cage wall.
He's up. There's the cover.
2. The WWE superstars are all superb athletes, but they're also human beings, and there's only so much punishment. If you smell is coming. Here's your winner, The Rock. I'm Michael Cole. This is JB Allen. We welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get its face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands. I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena, I think we know where he's going with this.
Here it comes, the FU! He just threw his opponent straight into the ground!
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being. I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do. The FU. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't take. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
You can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of wit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud, looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring.
4, 5, 6.
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. If I were him, I'd put that energy into improving my ring skills.
Cena's a multiple-time WWE champion. How much more improvement do you really need?
Listen.
Here's your winner, John Cena.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going. Look at it go. Straight up the cage. I don't think I've ever seen a guy...
What a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, nothing wrong with doing whatever it takes to win. If it was that bad, the ref would have disqualified him, right?
And there's the reversal.
These superstars...
If he didn't make sure his opponent was out, this is going to be a very short climb.
He made it to the top. I don't think his opponent's going to stop him.